The Center for Jazz and Popular Music, in association with HTV, presents Beneath the Mask, featuring Durban musicians Olisa Dlamini, Jaden Daniel, Nosihe, and then Natalie Rangan with Melvin Peters, Burton Naidoo, Senzo Mdamba, Neil Gonzalez, and Bethwell Twane. Check Beneath the Mask series every Wednesday at 6 p.m. from HTV and Center for Jazz and Popular Music Facebook and YouTube pages. Hello everyone and welcome to Beneath the Mask, brought to you by the Center for Jazz and Popular Music in collaboration with HTV. We have here tonight Mr. Burton Naidoo. Hello, Burton.
How's it, Tuli? How are you?
I'm good. So good to see you.
And you too.
How has lockdown been for you?
I think the same as everybody. Just frustrating. Trying my best to remain positive.
Yeah.
Not COVID positive, but mentally positive, and make the best out of a terrible situation, I suppose. Yeah.
So Burton is here tonight because he just recently released a very beautiful single called Pass the Peace. Can you tell us a bit about the single?
Sure. So it was roughly July last year, I think towards the end of the first wave, and I think we were all uncertain about COVID, and obviously looking at the news and observing people around me, I realized that there was, and there's always a need for peace, right? And we were all stressed out emotionally, spiritually, mentally. And it was one of these evenings I was playing some worship songs at home, a little hymn, and I came up with this progression, very basic. And then I just thought, at school we have this thing in our chapel services where we pass the peace to each other, which is an Anglican thing. And so, I just thought, let me write a song where I would love to pass peace to everybody.
It is so beautiful.
Thank you.
Can I make a confession?
Yeah.
I can never listen to it once.
Oh, really?
Like once I have it on, I have to listen to it at least 7 or 8 times.
I'm so glad.
It is so beautiful.
Good.
Were there any collaborations for the single?
Oh yeah, so I worked with 3 incredible musicians, Martin Segamani, Riley G, and Ildo Nanja. So we all recorded remotely, which is weird for us. And I tried my best, we all tried our best to stay as true, as possible, to not edit the music too much. And then, I recorded the piano part, sent it to Martin, saxophone, and we went back and forth. And it was surprisingly organic in a way. Yeah. And they were just so generous with their time and their gifts. And so just those 3
amazing
beautiful
musicians. The collaboration, it's just like made in heaven, honestly.
Oh, thanks. Yeah. And I think if you listen to that solo that Ildo takes, and Martin towards the end, that's just beautiful having them. I didn't have to do anything except sit there and play like a couple of chords at the background. So it's pretty cool. You
must say, though, like with lockdown, we've all been challenged in so many ways, but there's so many positive things that came out of it. Imagine Ildu's in a whole different country, and, we were able to bring this together.
Yeah, absolutely. Definitely.
So can we expect an album?
Yeah, well, that is what's happening. So Pass the Peace is part of an album, and I'm now probably like 5 tracks in, so 6 including Pass the Peace, for the album that's going to be called Sometime Before, which is like a commentary on how life was sometime before COVID. And I'm really happy with the compositions, really simple like this, nothing too hectic, and hopefully to document this part in our lives. But I think if you know me, I'm very slow in doing things, so hopefully it comes out by the end of the year and everything's done.
Do you think if it wasn't for lockdown, Pass the Peace would have been born? Not just the song, but the whole, us having Burton available to buy, because it's been years of many of us begging.
I know, it's awful. I don't think so. I would have just been doing whatever. I was playing a lot of golf, I suppose, so it got me to actually think and actually do.
Yes.
Because time is a luxury, right?
Yeah.
And so kind of had the time at that point because we were online and that kind of stuff.
Yeah. So this is why I'm convinced that as inconvenient as COVID and lockdown has been, it's had a lot of positives.
Yeah, definitely.
Are there more collaborations for the album that are coming up? Maybe
so
your favorite vocalist.
We have, okay, thanks. Now that you've offered.
Hint, hint, nudge.
I've got Nick Nick Pittman on, Donovan Jacob, Litsky Alfred, and there's a couple other people I'm busy working on, and some solo piano.
So much to look forward to.
We're
so excited.
Great. We too. Cool.
So guys, without any further ado, let us hear Pass the Peace by Burton Naidoo.
So it's the first time I'm playing it solo piano, really. So
Wow.
Here we go.
The Center for Jazz and Popular Music, in association with HTV, presents Beneath the Mask, featuring Durban musicians Olisa Dlamini, Jaden Daniel, Nosihe, and then Natalie Rangan with Melvin Peters, Burton Naidoo, Senzo Mdamba, Neil Gonzalez, and Bethwell Twane. Check Beneath the Mask series every Wednesday at 6 p.m. from HTV and Center for Jazz and Popular Music Facebook and YouTube pages.
Hello everyone and welcome to Beneath the Mask by the Center for Jazz and Popular Music in collaboration with HTV. Today we've got a very special guest, Miss Nosihe Zulu. Sawubona Nosihe.
Sawubona Sisunjani.
Ngiyaphila, ngenza great.
No, I'm good today.
I'm very good. I'm still on a high. We participated at SAWAF and we did a gig together and I'm still on a high from that day.
Wasn't
it was
it
just
lovely?
Oh my gosh, girl.
So nice.
You were too much fire. Too much.
Yeah, it was so much fun. I really enjoyed sharing the stage
That's
with you. It was
awesome.
one of my highlights of this year.
Me too, definitely, definitely. And I know you were mostly doing songs from your EP.
Yes.
Please do tell us about your EP.
Wow, so this has been a project in the making for a very, very long time. And this year, they had no chance. It had to come out. So finally, I was able to put out the Emotions EP this year. And yeah, I think the name of the EP is self-explanatory.
Yes, cool man.
Yes, Kulmela, that's true. It's emotions. And so it's just a project that was born from emotions. And I'm just so, so privileged that I was able to eventually put it out. Very scary, but I don't regret 1 minute of.
And you even did print versions of the album, of the EP.
I did. I wanted to go vintage.
Yeah, well, girl. And you know the vintage people, we appreciate it so much.
Absolutely, absolutely. I mean, most people were like, "I bought Nosihe, I'm a CD," but I was within. I was ready. I was like, "Yes, CDs, guys, we are taking it back."
Do you still have print?
I do.
So if one does not want to go via Deezer or Spotify or iTunes, how do we get the version of the CD Emotions?
Okay, so it's very easy. I have a website, so they can go to nosihe.com, www.nosihe.com.
Okay.
And they can find it there. And as well as if you hit me up on my social medias, I'm there.
You're good.
I'm there. I'm
You're
like
good at social
Facebook,
media.
I'm Instagram, I'm Twitter, I'm there.
So please let us know your handles while we are there. So we go click right now and we find you and follow you.
Wonderful. Okay, so on Facebook, you'll find my page, my music page, Nosihe. And on Instagram, you'll find my page, Nosihe. And on Twitter, you'll find my Twitter is Nosihe_.
Please don't put Nosipos and Nosihles and Nosi whatever other versions.
Guys,
it's
the
just
struggle.
Nosihe, okay?
Yeah. No, I mean, people really struggle. They really don't want to believe it's Ikamalamu Nosihe.
What does your name mean? Educate
name-
us. I'm sure a lot of people want to know.
Yeah, my name is Nosihe. Isihe umuntu onomusa.
Okay.
So it would be an equivalent of Nomusa,
I see.
which is merciful.
Yeah.
I hope I'm merciful.
No, you do definitely live up to your name. Nosihe, you've got this amazing way of taking your fans through your journey. Like, I remember when the songs were brand new, when you were still in the process of writing them, we were involved as your fans. We were right there with you. How do you do that? And what advice would you have maybe for other musicians who are like, oh, I just want to play my piano or whatever the case is? How do you involve your fans so beautifully in your journey?
Oh, wow. I never thought of it like that. I think my thing is just being authentic. I think that's what matters the most in this industry. If you really take this very seriously, you just have to be authentic. So I am what I am, and I've just taken people along with my journey, along with me on my journey. So I've grown, and people have grown with me, and I think that's what is important for me. I make mistakes, and you see my mistakes, and then I fix them.
You see the fix.
And then you see the fix, So it's a little bit different because I think that everyone wants to give the polished version.
The perfection.
The perfection.
And then you have nothing because we want perfection.
Exactly. And
Yeah.
unfortunately, I'm not going to give you that. I'm going to give you real and raw.
Yes.
And that's why I even braved it by doing a live recording, which is, it has its pros and its cons, and it's definitely more scarier. So it's a territory that people aren't really exploring right now, and I understand why. It's a bit tricky, but at the same time, it was just so rewarding because people were part of making that project.
You can imagine, I remember that day you had that gig, the one you recorded, the one that became the Motions EP. I got a gig that same day. I'm like, from all the Wednesdays in life, how am I missing your gig? So I was so happy that I get to have it now. I get to be there on that night, even though I wasn't physically present. It was recorded live from me right here at the Center for Jazz and Popular Music.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yes.
One of my greatest privileges, actually. This institution as UKZN has been such a gift to me.
That's awesome.
And so it was just such an even bigger gift to be able to record one of my projects here.
Yeah.
It was one of my bucket list things, so I can
Yes.
tick it off as
Yeah.
well. But it was just such an honor and privilege. You know, we can only get better from here.
That is amazing.
Yeah.
What can we expect from the artist known as Nosihe?
Like in future?
Yes, the future is right here.
The
Though.
future. Oh, wow, there's so many things happening in the future. But yeah, there definitely will be a recorded album that will come out in the near future. I don't want to put any time frames because you don't know with these things.
Of course, of course.
But definitely, I'm still writing, I'm still making music, and yeah, so definitely you will hear
And
from
we,
me.
we are privileged to be, you know, on the other side, absorbing the beautiful music that you write.
Oh, thank you, Tuli.
So what song are you going to perform for us here at Beneath the Mask?
Yeah, so I definitely wanted to perform something which from my Emotions EP, and I just wanted to perform just a little portion of the song, Please Tell Me.
Thank you so much. We're looking forward to it. Don't forget to find Nosihe on social media. And yes, please do enjoy the song, and we'll see you next week.
Can somebody please tell me why I feel this way? Can somebody please tell me why I can't describe? Can somebody please tell me why I feel this way? Can somebody please tell me why I can't describe what I'm feeling? What I'm feeling. Oh, what it is I'm feeling. Can somebody please tell me why, tell me why, tell me why? Oh, tell me why. Can somebody please?
The Center for Jazz and Popular Music, in association with HTV, presents Beneath the Mask, featuring Durban musicians Olisa Dlamini, Jaden Daniel, Nosihe, and then Natalie Rangan with Melvin Peters, Burton Naidoo, Senzo Mdamba, Neil Gonzalez, and Bethwell Twane. Check Beneath the Mask series every Wednesday at 6 p.m. from HTV and Center for Jazz and Popular Music Facebook and YouTube pages.